Hello friends. Welcome to the Global Pulse. The terrorist attacks in Dagestan have shaken Russia from its root. Because innocent people lose their life due to the endless global political unrest. The true story of Dagestan, where massacres occurred in religious sites and churches, and rebellion against Russia. In a major terrorist attack in Russia's northern Caucasus region of Dagestan, more than 15 people were reported killed, with a large number of them being police officers. According to the Russian news agency TASS, the army retaliated by killing 6 terrorists. On Sunday evening, Russia was shaken by a severe terrorist attack. Terrorists launched attacks at no less than 4 locations. The images that emerged from the cities of Derbent and Makhachkala in Dagestan were heart-wrenching. Terrorists were seen taking positions on the streets. The images showed 3 terrorists firing continuously. Although only 3 terrorists were captured in the images, their number was greater, as Russian security forces killed 6 terrorists. After the terrorist attack, an eerie silence descended on the streets. Terrorists were also seen firing at passing cars. Innocent priest's throat is cut mercilessly. In fact, on Sunday night, there were attacks at 4 places in Dagestan, Russia. The targets of the terrorists included 2 churches, a Jewish synagogue, and a police post. Following the attack, a massive fire broke out at the Derbent synagogue, reducing the entire synagogue to ashes. Fierce flames could be seen rising from a distance. According to the information received regarding the attack, the assaults in the 2 cities of Dagestan, Makhachkala and Derbent, occurred almost simultaneously. Additionally, the terrorists attacked 2 Orthodox churches. In one of these churches, the terrorists brutally slit the throat of the priest. Russian security forces quickly took charge to annihilate the terrorists on all places. Russian security forces immediately took charge at both locations, Derbent and Makhachkala, and neutralized the terrorists who were firing. Just a few hours later, the Russian security forces announced that the anti-terrorism operation had been completed. Although the terrorists were eliminated, these attacks are a cause for concern for Russia, which is already entangled in a war with Ukraine. Terrorism has been a huge challenge for President Putin for a long time. Dagestan is like a sore spot for Russia and Putin. There have been attacks here in the past as well. This time, the attack targeted a Jewish place of worship, a synagogue, 2 churches, and a police post. No one has claimed responsibility for the attacks yet, but clues might be hidden in Dagestan's past. This attack poses a significant challenge for Putin. The challenge lies in determining whether this attack is related to the ongoing war with Ukraine or if it involves an international terrorist organization. The attack occurred at a time when Russia, even after 850 days, has not been able to extricate itself from the war with Ukraine. Russia continues to attack Ukraine. Additionally, the past of Dagestan, where this attack took place, also tells a significant story. Dagestan has been a perpetual challenge for Russia. Dagestan has always been a gruesome region for Russia. It is an area where challenges have continually resurfaced for Russia. The manner in which this attack was carried out also makes it clear that these terrorists are associated with a large and dangerous terrorist organization. So far, no one has claimed responsibility for the attack, but 2 statements have been made. The Russian news agency TASS reported that the attackers were members of an international terrorist organization. On the other hand, Dagestan has said that Ukraine and NATO countries are responsible. Dagestani leader Abdulkhakim Gadzhiev stated that there is no doubt that the attacks are linked to the intelligence services of Ukraine and NATO countries. However, Ukraine has not yet issued a statement regarding the terrorist attack in Russia. Russia has also not directly named Ukraine yet. Now, for those who have less knowledge about geography, where is Dagestan? Dagestan is a Muslim Russian republic in the North Caucasus. It used to be part of Chechnya but was later made a separate republic. With a population of Sunni Muslims, Dagestan has been a persistent thorn in Russia's side for a long time. Many countries advise against traveling to this region of Russia in their travel advisories. Canada's advisory describes it as highly unstable. The same is true for other Western countries. Dagestan is a complex tapestry of cultures and religions. Dagestan, with a population of about 3 million, faces the challenge of housing people of many different faiths. Although it is predominantly a Sunni Muslim republic, it is also home to 40 different ethnic groups and religious identities. It is the only part of Russia where more than 30 languages are spoken, which indicates the constant potential for religious conflicts in the region. Something important to know more about Dagestan. The key to understanding these attacks might lie in its past, present, and geography. This province is in Russia's northern Caucasus region. It is a Muslim-majority area, located 1,600 kilometers from Moscow, and is also home to Christians and Jews. For Jews, this is a holy place. There have been fierce demonstrations here in support of Palestine. The impact on the borders on this part of Russia is quite dangerous. Although Russia has always attracted tourists from around the world, but regions like Chechnya, Dagestan, Ingushetia, and Stavropol Krai are areas where traveling can be unsafe. Dagestan tops this list. This is why, despite its natural beauty, people avoid going there. Dagestan, also known as Dagestan, means land of mountains. This state, situated in the northern Caucasus, borders Georgia and Chechnya on one side, and Azerbaijan on the other. Its borders make it particularly dangerous. Chechnya has long had a movement to separate from Russia, while Azerbaijan has been at war with Armenia since the COVID-19 pandemic began. There are occasional ceasefires, but the fighting resumes intermittently. The flourishing of Islamic extremism in Dagestan is extremely shocking, not for that region alone but the entire globe. Islamic extremism has been quite prevalent in Dagestan, particularly during the period of American military actions when terrorist organizations proliferated. During the rise of ISIS, Islamic extremist groups began to increase directly. Initially, they demanded independence from Russia to form their own country, but later, they started fighting among themselves. From 2007 onwards, Russian forces fought Islamic extremists for the next 10 years. In the same year, the local intelligence agency FSB announced that terrorist organizations were almost eliminated. After that, Russian forces withdrew from the area, though small contingents are still stationed there. Before this, an attack also took place in Makhachkala, the capital of Dagestan, last year in August, causing significant damage. Last year on October 10th, Palestinian supporters stormed Makhachkala airport. The protesters caused chaos from the airport to the runway for several hours, leading to the airport's closure. Thank you very much for watching. Always be with us for the latest news and updates. Goodbye and see you soon.